Chemical Guys has just released yet another car wash soap, and in today's video we're going to be diving deep into this stuff, seeing exactly what the pH is, how it works, how it smells, and all that kind of good stuff, so we can really decide if this is something that we need, if it fits somewhere in your detailing arsenal, or if it works well or doesn't work at all. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So the new car wash from Chemical Guys is called Sudpreme Wash and Wax Extreme Shine Foaming Car Wash and Wax Soap. A little bit of a mouthful, but there it is. Now I'm just gonna read the label really quickly to explain what this is. Clean, shine, and protect in one step. Delivers a deep, just waxed gloss finish. Washes away dirt and grime fast. And it's a high foaming wash 3 different ways. They say you can use it in a bucket method, with a foam gun, or a foam cannon, which is how I'm gonna be using it. Now I gotta say, I think a lot of people discount Chemical Guys products right off the bat. I've seen it a lot in my comments and they say it's just crap. I don't agree with that. I think they definitely do have some good products. However, I will say, my personal opinion is they have way too many. For example, I did a search on their website and I counted 17 different soaps. I may be off on that number because there's different scents and stuff in between those, but there's about 17 different variations of soap. Excessive? I agree. However, within that lineup, there's always a couple gems. I do think Chemical Guys makes some decent products. Now their compounds and polishes, not so much for me. I haven't had good results with them, but things like their total interior protectant that has UV protection, Mr. Pink car wash soap, things like that, they're just staples that work well. So moving on to this stuff, I had 2 customers that I wanted to test this product out on their cars because I'm very, very familiar with their cars and they're washed on a weekly basis. Now my first impressions were this stuff smells phenomenal. It has like a cotton candy scent. Smells really, really good. I also like the color. That's just preference, but I like the color a lot. Consistency wise, it is not runny. It is more of a bit of a thicker material. Now, just anecdotally speaking, we will get into some actual real life tests on the pH and stuff like that in here in a little bit, but just anecdotally, while I was using this stuff, I liked it. It foamed well. Now, in this case, I was using the IMJOSHV Foam Cannon Pro, which gets a ton of foam regardless of the soap, so I couldn't test that, and we'll test that here in a little bit also. I was also using an active 2.0 electric pressure washer, which gets a lot of flow, which helps increase the foam as well. So with that setup, this foamed very, very well. Now, when I went in for my contact wash, it felt very, very slick, which is extremely important because you don't want a dry surface. You want a good amount of lubrication so you're not dragging any dirt across. You want that soap to penetrate into the dirt, kind of lift it up, create some lubrication between it, so when you go in for your contact wash, you're not leaving any scratches behind. And this stuff seemed to do that. It felt really, really good. It felt really slick in the hand. Now, the rinse off was a little bit questionable for me. It seemed like it all rinsed off very, very well and rinsed away. However, the paint on the cars seem to hold the water a little bit longer than they did previously. So whatever the protectant in here is, if it's a wax base or whatever else, it doesn't seem to be as hydrophobic as whatever was on the car previous. Now I did test that theory specifically on my Porsche. I used 2 different soaps, one after another on it. So we'll get into that here shortly as well. But right now, let's go ahead and talk the pH level of this soap. I did a quick search on Chemical Guys' website and I could not find anything on it. I went to their MSDS sheet section and this product is not listed on there yet. There's no MSDS on it, at least on their website. Again, new product, so it just hasn't been updated yet. I actually put a call into Chemical Guys to ask what the pH was, and they said they will email me a copy of the SDS sheet. I haven't gotten that yet. I literally just got off the phone with them, so that should be coming through. But I wanted to take that into my own hands, and I pulled out my pH meter. My pH meter is from Apera Instruments. This is one that gets tons and tons and tons of really good reviews. So I filled up 2 different beakers, and I took one solution that was from the foam cannon. There was 3 ounces of product in this, and I poured that into a beaker. Then I also took this straight from the bottle and poured that into another beaker so that I could test and see if there's any difference between the 2. Now I have to say I was absolutely shocked at the results. I was really thinking this soap was pH neutral, meaning around a 7, 7.5, and it came in higher than that. It came in around 8.5. I actually went and recalibrated this twice just to make sure it was on spec, it was perfectly calibrated, put it back in again, and that's about where it's at. I think it was 8.5 if I remember well. I'll show the footage here, but 8.5 with the mixed solution and then like 8.54 straight out of the bottle. So what does a pH of 8.5 mean to you? It just means it's slightly more alkaline than just base of just pure neutral. What that does typically is it does increase the cleaning ability. It can potentially strip waxes and things like that. So you want to be careful. I personally do use some pH, really high pH soaps in my professional detailing business, and I love them. They're easier because they clean the surface much more and you don't have to go in for as much of a contact wash. However, I still don't know what the actual ingredients in this are, so I don't know if that's gonna strip wax or not. Again, it does say it has wax additives. Typically, wax additives are just to boost the color of the paint, not leave a bunch of protection, maybe a day or 2, 3 days, something like that. But definitely don't rely on the protection from this product. At least in my opinion, I won't be doing that. So now let's move on to the foaming test. So for this foaming test, we're going to be using the Chemical Guys Big Mouth. This is from them. And then we're also going to be using the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro. As I said, when I did the tests on my customers' vehicles, I was using the MJJC and a really high output pressure washer. So I wanted to check it with a lower GPM pressure washer. So we're going to be using the Ryobi 1800 1.2 GPM pressure washer, electric pressure washer. Both of these have the 1.1 orifice installed in them, so that will help foam production as well. But we're gonna go ahead and first fill up the Chemical Guys foam cannon. I have a panel set up outside and we're just gonna spray that down. And as you guys can see, it's quite runny. It's not thick foam at all. It's for them to advertise as a high foaming, I guess that's all relative really. But in my opinion, Adams Mega Foam is a high foaming soap. This is just a standard soap that it foams, it's just not a thick foam. At least when you're using it with the Chemical Guys Big Mouth Foam Cannon or something similar like that. If you're using a foam cannon like the MJJC that just traditionally gets way more foam than all the competition, then we're gonna show you that footage now. So once again here, the panel is rinsed off, it's all wet. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the soap from the MJJC directly on the panel, and tons and tons of foam from this one. So again, the foam cannon is definitely making a huge difference here. But it's still not as heavy of a foam when you're using an MJJC with something like Adams Mega Foam. But if you do have this foam cannon or one similar to this, like the MTM or the Griot's Boss, you're gonna get good results of foam. You're gonna get a decent amount of foam. Okay, now let's go ahead and move on to my Porsche and testing it between this and one other product, and that's going to be GSF or Gentle Snow Foam from Koch. And first off, I'm going to be foaming it down with the Koch product. The reason I wanted to do that is to make sure that it's not leaving a flat panel. I don't want it flat, I want protection. I want the water to sheet off or bead up really, really well. So I took the GSF, foamed up the car, just the hood, went in for a contact wash and then rinsed it away. And as you can see, there's not a ton of protection on the car, right? But it is definitely breaking up the water. It's beating up pretty good and sheeting off relatively quickly. Not fast, definitely the car has not been ceramic coated or anything like that yet, but it's doing a decent job. Now moving on to the Sudpreme from Chemical Guys, same process here. I'm gonna foam it on, go in for a contact wash, and then rinse it away. And this is what I was seeing previously, guys. If you look closely, it looks like the water's sitting on the panel longer now. And I don't really understand it, but it definitely doesn't seem to be beating up as fast or sheeting off as quickly. It may just be, something that I'm noticing and maybe it's not real, I don't know, but in between those two, it does seem to be sitting on there a little bit longer. But just to be sure, I wanted to foam down the rest of the car, just go in for my contact wash and rinse it off. Just do my basic wash process on my car using the Sudpreme product. And to be perfectly honest with you, on all the other sections, it didn't seem to have the same effect where it flattened out the water sitting on the surface. Everything else was still good, and maybe whatever protection was on there previous. I do a lot of tests on the car, so that may be the result, but I would have to take back that statement because on the rest of the car, it didn't leave the water sitting flat on the surface. So what do I think of this stuff? I think it's actually a good soap that does its job very, very well. As far as the protection goes, I don't know. As far as the boost in depth of gloss, again, nothing noticeable to me, but I do like it. It did its good job. It's a higher pH, slightly higher pH. Again, I don't think it's gonna be stripping wax, even if this is your go-to soap that you use on a weekly basis. I don't think it will. But I don't know that for sure. What I do know is the higher pH probably broke stuff down a little bit faster than a neutral soap would have. The contact wash was extremely slick and it rinsed away well. It's just that, again, leaving the water on the panel, I don't know if that was just those weird cases or not. But overall, I like it. Smells fantastic. Now let's go ahead and get into price really quickly. And pricing, I have some notes here. Pricing on their website, they have it in a 16 ounce and a 1 gallon. The 16 ounce goes for $9.99. The 1 gallon goes for $36.99. I picked this up at my local Walmart. This is a 64 ounce jug, so half gallon, and this was $19.99. So is this stuff something that I'll be using? No, because I have a ton of other soap that I really, really, really love. However, I would not be afraid to use this stuff. I think it works very, very well. So if you like Chemical Guys products and you love the smell of cotton candy, this actually might be a perfect choice for you. I think it's a good soap. Again, lots of lubrication, which was my main concern. Great foaming when you have it with an MJJC. Pretty runny with this one, but still got foam, got coverage on there. So that's it, guys. I just want to give you my opinion on the new Chemical Guys Sudpreme. Comment down below. Let me know what you think if you tried it out yet. I checked on their website. They have one review, which wasn't a great review. However, in that review, they stated that they just had a light layer of dust. They foamed this on, rinsed it off, and it didn't take the dust off. I think it's, you know, it's one of those things I think you're gonna have to do a contact wash with this stuff. So just keep that in mind, try it out, and let me know what you think. That's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to like the video, make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and we will see you on the next one.